What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Laughing Coyote, and today we'll be playing Cricket 22. I got the demo, I guess we'll call it the Nets Challenge because of the pre-order. And I'm sure you guys have seen the video so many times of the Nets. I didn't even want to make it, but then I was like, I haven't made a video in such a long time, so let me just do it, you know. So here we are. We're going to test out some things. Oh, I love it. Jimmy Anderson's bowling to me. I'm playing as Roti McRoterson. I don't know if you can see it. So, oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, shit. His bowling action's in it. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at him. Let's just watch him. Oh, that is beautiful. What a shot. It's a bit early. It's a bit early. Now, what I would love to see in this demo, I guess, is, you know, give us like a stadium to play in. Wait, let's go to the options and see that. So I'm gonna try pretty much everything out. Ball, trail, field, radar, arcade. So there are two batting controls. There's arcade and there's pro. So pro, I'm assuming, is what was known as classic before, and that's the harder. Wait, what? Standard, legacy, arcade, and then pro. So there are three options for spin bowling, and also for batting there's only two. Okay, so I see. Pitch markers. Okay, the rest of the stuff is pretty much the same as it was before. Bowling far, batting far. That's pretty cool. And you have your audio things, which is, yeah, pretty much the same as it was before as well. Custom difficulty, again, it's pretty much the same. So, but I'm going to start off on veteran and hard, right? So that's what I'm going to start off on, and then we'll move to the other difficulties, and we'll see if that's changed at all. Let me take a look at the controls real quick. Oh, use emotes. That's like the celebration stuff. Ooh, I wonder what kind they have. I wonder whose celebrations they have, because different players now have different sort of celebraciones. Aftertouch. They've got Root. Right away, Root is moving his bat a bit as Jimmy is bowling, which is actually kind of similar to how he is in real life. So this makes me think that maybe there are more batting styles as well. So let me do this. Let me change the camera to front on so we can see, because we already saw the bowling style of Jimmy Anderson, and it is beautiful. Now let's take the camera to the front. Broadcast or whatever it's called. I guess bowling far is fine. There's no broadcast. And that way we can really get to see, you know, Rudy's batting style. Oh, what a classy shot. All right, so you have to be very late on it, because that's good, ideal. So, okay, that's pretty similar to the previous game. You have to be very late. Okay, yeah, you have to be very late. Oh man, I just can't get over the fact that Jimmy Anderson has a bowling action, like his bowling style in the game. Oh, lovely. All right, so I feel like only the bat movement has changed. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, it looks very similar to the other game. That's the only thing that seems to have changed. Okay. All right, so the difficulty seems to be pretty much the same as Cricket 19, because I got that ideally, and that was my first ever shot. There, again, ideal, although that was a block, so it's kind of hard not to be ideal with those. Let me try something. Ooh, I tried to play a special shot. All right, so that seems quite similar. It was a pretty quick one considering it's Jimmy. You know, Jimmy's an absolute legend, but he's not that quick. All right, so you have to be early on these special shots. I never got the special or the unorthodox shots. I never got them down even in Cricket 19, so I'm probably not the right person to be testing these out. We're going to try a bit of bowling now, because they said the controls for Oh, wow. Oh, there's an actual marker. Oh, so they made it like the old games. Remember like EA Sports games? They used to have like the actual marker. They made it like that. I don't know if I like this. You know, honestly, I liked... Oh, so if you press the up button, then you can... Oh, okay, then you can really see where you're placing it. I don't know if I like this, honestly. You know, this obviously for the more casual fans, it makes it really good and easy, I suppose, not good. And accessible, and I get that. They want to target a larger audience. But for someone who have played the game, you know, for a very long time and is going to continue playing, this is not the best. But I suppose there are different settings. But this is new, so let's try this out. So I'm going to go right about there, right on the off stump. Looks like good length. I don't know, we'll see. And I'm going to try to move it away. So then there's aftertouch. I'm not entirely sure what aftertouch does. Ooh, lovely movement there. The release was a bit weak, but that's all right. So that's actually a perfect delivery right there, what I did. I'm going to try outswinger again, and this time, let's push it forward. What does that do? Whoa. Well, that was really bad. That's nowhere near where I wanted that delivery to go. Okay, so it's not as simple as it looked at first. Okay, let me try the same exact delivery. Let me go straight up. Oh, wow. So when I moved the stick straight up, it moved it to the left or off side. Why? I'm not entirely sure. Let me move it a bit to the right. All right, let me try something. Let me try standard delivery. I think it might be the swing, because Jimmy is a swing bowler. And let's try straight. Let's see what happens now. Yeah. I don't know why the release is weak. I mean, I pressed the A button, but it doesn't stop it. So I'm not entirely sure. Maybe my controller is messed up. But I mean, it does stop it the first time, so I don't know. Anyways, let's go with another standard delivery. Let's go straight on. It's moving it away, so Jimmy naturally shapes the ball away. I guess that's what we'll take from that. If I leave it right down the center, let's see what that does. Okay, I'm not too sure why the release button is not working. I press A, but it just does not stop. It stops the first time, but not... What if I pull it down? Will it then go to the leg side? Oh! Wait, what does aftertouch mean? Hold on. Are there any notes on this? When I pulled the stick down, the ball went in. It was an in swinger. When I pushed it up, it was an out swinger. Let me try it again. So it says a standard delivery, same exact placement as before. I'm gonna pull it down again. Yeah. Oh no, it went out now. Is it because of the release? I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. And I'm not entirely sure why my release is not, you know, why it's not registering that either. Oh. Okay, so now we have the standard, you know. What? Okay, I'm not, maybe this is a demo thing, but the release is not registering for some reason. Like, look, when it's going down, yeah, see it registers, then it's going up. See, I press the button, it doesn't stop, it just keeps going. So there's a problem with that. I'm sure they'll fix that. I mean, it's just a little, you know, demo. Game is not even released yet. There it is. So even the standard legacy one is actually not right because, okay, I don't like, okay, there's no way, I will not, okay, I will not be using this because this is bullshit. Like, I don't get to aim. See what I mean? I don't, okay, so that, basically what they're calling standard legacy is stupid. Doesn't even work properly. Maybe it's the demo only. So now we have this. Now it's been a very long time since I've used this. But let's see. Standard. Oh, you've got aftertouch. Okay. Yeah, the release is not working here either. It's not stopping. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Okay, and then you've got the seam angle, okay, for faster, slower delivery. So that's, yeah, that's normal. Okay, the controls are a bit messy, but then again, do keep in mind this is pre-release, so obviously it's going to be a bit messy. I think the way to go, though, from what I'm seeing from here, the way to go is either arcade or pro. The standard is not the standard. Let's be clear about that. It's not the standard. That's not how it was in Cricket 19. So they shouldn't be calling it the legacy settings because it's not. That's not how the settings are. Because you can't really aim. You just choose offside, but where exactly on the offside? Offside means anywhere from the off stump all the way to the wide line. So like it's like a huge space there, right? So you gotta know exactly where it is. You could choose that before with the standard settings. You can't do that in this game with the standard settings. You can do it with arcade, though. That's why I think the way to go is either arcade or pro, because you can choose in both of those. Let me change the balling to hard and see if I'm just shit at the game or if there's actually a problem with the release. Okay, so that one didn't even swing. It was supposed to be a outswinger. Yeah, no, okay. So there's a problem with the release. Yeah, even on hard, it's not stopping it, which is like what? Bowling will definitely take time getting used to. Batting has not changed, honestly. But I love the Jimmy's bowling style, though. It's so good. Let's play in pro mode. So I played that after it landed, but it's still somehow early. Okay. So you have to be really late on it. I played that after it landed pretty much close to my body. And it's still not even ideal. It's good, which means I was a bit early on it. There you go. Yeah, so you have to be really late. All right, now I've got it. But this is on a legend and hardest, though, so you keep that in mind. See, that was early. That was a little before the ball landed, and they said early. All right. All right, cool. Suppose you can't really change the batter and the bowler. It's gonna take a bit of getting used to calling them batter because, you know, they changed that. There's no longer batsmen because now they have women's cricket as well. You have to call them batter. Batter mix. Batter fry. It's alright. We'll get used to them. It's a good move, I think, you know. Makes it more gender neutral. In baseball, they already call it batter, so it's alright. It's pretty cool. The animations are really fluid, and this is not even the finished product. The Jimmy's bowling action is sweet. The hell was that? I like the bat movement before the ball is bowled, you know? That's pretty cool. Because that's how most batters are. They, you know, move the bat. Got to be ready for that trigger point when the bowler's coming in. You got to be ready for that, right? Because bowlers can be really quick, and so you need to be ready. You need to allow yourself as much time as possible. This is one of the ways to do that. So this little change in animation is a good move, I think. I wonder if they have added more batting styles. This one looks very similar to the regular ones, like I said, except the, you know, that part before bowling. They've got new Jimmy Anderson bowling action. We saw Pat Cummins bowling action that's staying in the game. We saw that in that Nets challenge thing, you know. Whoa, got me. Oh, okay, so if it hits the stumps, then I'm gone. There are no strikes. All right, cool. That's how it works. I'm really excited. I have to say that the animations look really fluid. The graphics... Okay, now this is something that I know you guys are really interested in knowing about the graphics. Now, the graphics aren't that great, I'll be very honest. But this is a demo or whatever you want to call it, right? Like pre-release alpha, beta, whatever, right? It's that. It's not the actual game. So once the actual game comes out, then we can judge the graphics. So let's not judge the graphics right now because they don't look that great. And they're not supposed to, I don't think. You know? They have got new bowling controls. They'll take a bit of getting used to, but they have messed around with the old settings as well, which I'm not too happy about. I thought those settings were pretty cool. There was no need to change those. But they have done that, and that's alright, I guess. We'll get used to it. There seems to be a new batting animation, although not that different from the previous one. Wonder if Jimmy Anderson is the only new bowling style that they have, or they have others as well. I'm not entirely sure. Once the game releases, obviously we'll know more about it. Graphics don't look great at the moment, but again, this is just a demo, so I don't think they're supposed to look great. Animations, however, the motions... The movement of the player is much more fluid. It looks a lot more real, I should say, than Cricket 19, so that's pretty good. They've got a lot more licenses, 5 international teams. That's Australia, England, West Indies, New Zealand, and Ireland. One in there for the minnows. And they have also added leagues, like the Big Bash. The Big Bash was not in Cricket 19, but it will be in Cricket 22, which is brilliant. They will have the 100 as well, which was added as a DLC, so you had to buy it. So technically, it wasn't really part of Cricket 19. Now you just buy Cricket 19. I mean Cricket 22, and guess what? You get the 100. You get West Indies. You get New Zealand. You get Ireland. You get Australia. You get Big Bash. You get the CPL. I do wonder if they will add the New Zealand League, the Super Smash, I think it's called, later on as a DLC like they did this time with the 100 and, you know, CPL. Because they've got the 100, right? Which is the ECB League. And they've got England, right? And they've got Big Bash. They've got Australia. They've got CPL. They've got West Indies. I don't even know if Ireland has a league. But yeah, I think they don't. I think the Irish League is basically the Vitality Blast, which is the ECB League, right? I wonder if they're going to add the Vitality Blast as well. I'm not entirely sure. That would be pretty cool to see as well. So yeah, similarly, well, at least I hope at some point they add the Super Smash as well, which is the New Zealand T20 League. Ooh, there it is. Now imagine they add, in the next game that is, 23 or 24, whatever it is, they add IPL, PSL, the GT20, all of that. Man, now that would be cool. I am a little worried though about the licenses affecting the academy. You know, because if you remember, you can't really change around the official players, right? So the official players you can't really mess with all that much. And now that there are more and more official players, I wonder how that will work. I wonder how the academy will be. I'm sure, I mean, it will still be pretty vital because there is no India, there is no Pakistan, there is no Bangladesh, there is no Sri Lanka, there is no Afghanistan, right? There is no, did I say Sri Lanka again already? I think I did. There are several teams that are still on the game, right? The minnows, right? There's so many minnows that are not on the game yet. So we'll need the academy for those teams. But for the teams that are in the game, right? Let's say the next cricket game is Cricket 24, which seems to be the way they're releasing their games, is every 2 years. Well, for 2 years, we'll be stuck with outdated teams and players, just like we were in Cricket 19. In Cricket 19, Australia and England were the only outdated teams, right? We had to like go to customs and like do all these tricks. Like I had like 3 tutorials on just that, like how to get official teams in your game, you know, because it's such a struggle to get the official teams in your game. I wonder how it's going to work now that there are more and more official teams. Is it going to be a hassle? I think it will be. I think it might be, actually. And that kind of worries me a little. As much as I'm excited about the new licenses, it worries me that it's going to affect the academy. And you guys know I love the academy. It has given us so much, you know, to look forward to. And it has kept this game alive, or Cricket 19 alive, all this time. Cricket 19 without the academy would be dead. Imagine not having official IPL teams, PSL teams, CPL teams, all of those. Imagine then having outdated teams. So having CPL teams from this year, and then next year you're playing the game with the CPL, and guess what? You still have the old teams. Right? Same thing goes for Australia, England, New Zealand, and pretty much all the licensed team, the 100, BBL, all of that. So I just wonder how the licenses will affect the academy. That's a huge concern of mine. And I hope they're able to either update the teams mid-season, like once the year 2022 starts and then 2023, they're able to update the squad so we have the new kits as well as new players. Because if they're not going to do that, and they're also not going to allow us to swap the official players with the academy players, well, the game's not going to be that fun, is it? It's just not going to be that much fun. Cricket 19 was fun after 2 years because of the academy. And I just wonder how this game will go. That's the only concern I have. Other than that, I'm looking very much forward to this game. I hope you guys are as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. There isn't much to do in this. It's just the Nets challenge. And as soon as the game is out, I will be doing a career mode, and I will be doing some other stuff in it as well. For now, I will be sticking to Cricket 19, doing the World Cup in Cricket 19. I'll be starting it off with Pakistan, doing it on hardest and legend difficulty. And then once I finish it with Pakistan, then I'll do it with other teams as well. I'll do a poll, and you guys can vote, you know. I'll pick any side. India, Bangladesh, England, Australia, whatever. We'll do a poll, and whichever wins, I'll do that, you know. Until the World Cup ends, I'll try to do at least 3 versions. But besides Pakistan, the team that I think will win is West Indies. They've got a really strong T20 sides. Let me know, who do you think is going to do well in the World Cup? Are you excited for this game? Have you ordered it already? Have you not? How, what, when, where, how, all of that good stuff. Also do have a reaction channel now as well, where I watch movies and shows and stuff like that. Link to that is in the comments down below. Check it out. That's where I upload a lot more often than this channel now. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be the World Cup videos. Until then, have a nice